All right, we're going to try this one more time. We're going to try this one more time, and I'm going to hope that it works. That I do not get... I've changed some settings and all of that crap. So I'm crossing my fingers at this point. I apologize for the many, many misfires. That is not how I wanted this to go. That is not how I wanted this to go. So, yeah. My apologies. If you're back once again, welcome back once again. I am trying. Sup, TCG Tornado? Thanks for stopping in. This seems to be better. Like, I could see myself moving. It's not as choppy. So we're just going to get through this as quick as we can. All right. So, hi, everyone. Sorry. Normally, I'd show you my face, but I don't trust my computer right now. At all. So we're just going to do this top-down, sad bullshit approach that I don't particularly like, but whatever. Here's the plan for today. I've got one box of History Pack 1. The deck list is out, or the card list is out. What I want to do is I want to go through this box, and we're going to sort this box as we open it, and we're going to see what the actual common breakdown is, and we're going to see if we can actually get decks for people. That's the real trick. That's what I want to try to do, is can I actually build decks from here, or is the card pool too dispersed that you just can't? You just can't do it. So we've all been opening the rares, majestics, and whatnot. So yeah, that's going to be the plan for the day. And I'll also show you how to sort this thing, because I figured out what the pack breakdown is. And I also think I figured out what the majestic breakdown is. I've got some theories on what that is. So there's 12 majestics in this bad boy. There are 2 of them are generic. 3 classes notoriously get 2 majestics. And then there's 4 others that are, like, one of them could be the legendary. There's also a ton of specialization. That's the other real trick. Okay. So, all right, let's crack this open. I've already chopped this, so I've got, we're gonna hit it again with my cheap ass X-Acto knife. So let's crack a lack. Here we go. Boom. Like I said, we're going to try to sort this in the moment, so I want to show you guys exactly how this gets sorted. If you're here, also, please say hello. I've had a couple misfires on this stream. I think I had an encoding issue in OBS. I had it just crappy encoding, so that's why I've had to had this screwed up a couple times. But anyway, we've got a box. We've got a box of History Pack 1. Rar. So my initial feelings about this is I didn't understand it. Especially when I saw that it was 427 cards put up into a box that can only hold 360. That seemed dumb. That seemed kind of dumb. So it didn't make sense to me. But I've opened a box, I've seen a couple open, and I feel a little differently about that. So that's what we're going to examine today. See what kind of kitchen table decks we can build with one box. That's the plan. So all right, let's crack a pack, and I'll show you what the actual sorting order of these things are as well, and we'll sort. We're gonna sort in real time. Also, these things open pretty nicely. You just gotta so you've got the pack and then this is the flap. So the flap. Pull away from the flap, and it'll open nicely for you. That's how you open these things. All right, we're not gonna do any weird pack tricks just because I want to show you. Oh my god, maybe get out. I say you can open this easily, and then it's the most impossible thing to open. Hi, Dean. Hello. All right, so 10 cards in a pack. The first 3 cards are going to be Welcome to Wraith Heroes, or classes, I should say. So we're gonna we've got a Guardian, a Warrior, and a Ninja this time. The next 3 cards are going to be Arcane Rising classes. So we've got a Wizard this time, Marine Blade, Ranger. The next 2 cards in a pack. Do I think the white border is inked or cardstock? Given you can't really print, you can't really ink white. You can't. It's a ink is an additive, so you can actually only add from white to create other colors. Unlike on a monitor where it's subtractive, you start at black like your monitor, and you pull away light and it turns white. So I'm very, very confident this is cardstock that you're looking at. It seems like an absurd waste of money to do it any other way. Anyway, all right, so back to where we were. 10 cards in a pack. First 3 are Welcome to Wraith. Second 3 are Arcane. The next 2 are a mixture of generics, tokens, or equipment. So we've got a Whisper of the Oracle, generic. Actually, we're going to put generics over here. Generic. Next is Rare Plus. So rares or higher, Lesson in Lava this time. Also a ton of specializations. I see about 4 specializations per box. And the last is the rare, Reduced to Rune Champ. Boom. So we're going to just put the rares over to the side. I'm not worried about them right now. I'm going to keep generics, equipment, Welcome to Wraith, Arcane Rising. I also have the dogs joining me. They are probably going to whine. My apologies for them. There's Hazel and there's Porter. All right, so once again, first 3 cards are going to be Welcome to Wraith. This time it's Ninja, Brute, Warrior, Mech, Wizard, that, Ranger. As an Azalea player, you would think I would be able to spot Ranger cards. All right, we got a piece of equipment and a generic. So like I said, token, generic, or equipment are going to be the 7 and 8 slots in these packs. Generic, Steel Blade Shunt, and a Plunder Run. Also, if you were a little bit late, take the flap, pull away from the flap, pull towards you from the flap, and that'll basically give you kind of that pull tab look. All right, Brute, Ninja, Guardian, Wizard, Ranger. This time a token, and I don't think that there's like this has to be a generic and this has to be a token. I've seen them in both. Welcome back, Tuck. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't think these two matter. I think this is just a blend of token, generic, equipment. It doesn't. I don't think there's a difference between the 7 and 8 spot. Token. I don't have a token yet. Token pile. Sure. Pummel. Oath of the Arknight. So generic. Rares. If you guys have opening these, we've seen the card list. It is on fabtcg.com now, so you can see the card list. If you guys have pulled any fire from this, let me know. Just because I know there's fire. Goliath is great. Sink Below, Teklo-Core. Let's bring out the Majestics. You guys want to see the Majestics. Teklo-Core and Lesson in Lava. The Majestic breakdown, again, if you've missed it, usually I've seen boxes that have 4 specializations. If you guys are tracking EV, these are gonna drop like a rock in value. I've seen like 4 specializations. 3 heroes are gonna get, or 3 classes get 2 Majestics. There's always 2 generics. There's always 1 crew equipment. And the other 3 Majestics can be a blend of either classes or it could be legendary. The other thing that I noticed in opening these boxes is that there is it's like 75% commons are from the core sets and like 25% are crew. We'll test that as we go through this. Ravenous is great. Breaking Scales and Stir the Aether Winds. For anybody who says that like white borders are bad, or it's all subjective. I grew up playing Star Wars CCG, the old Decipher, so I am very used to white bordered cards. They have a flair. I want to see like a Keyforge format personally, of like you can double up your deck, but you can only use white border or black border. You just have to decide at the beginning of the turn. I think that'd be kind of a bonkers format. Like maybe you go up in hand size. 1, so everybody gets +1 hand size, but you can only use black or white bordered cards in a turn. I think that'd be fun. More Oath and a Take Aim. I'm glad to see Take Aim. I was really sad to just see Take Aim and Take Cover in the Ranger slot for rares. Like that, and Redliner, but nobody uses Redliner. That was a little sad. That was a little sad for me. Boom. Aether Flare, Meet and Greet, Fate Foreseen, Breaking, Crane Dance, Staunch Response. I'm not worried about the rares. Basically what I'm hoping to get is each class has maybe 25 to 30 cards for the class, with a couple that have maybe 4, 5, 6 versions of each. And then the rest can be kind of done with generics and the rares that you get in the box. That's what I'm kind of hoping for. And that's what I've seen. I've seen one other box opened, and I sorted through it, and that's about what I got. So, Aether Sink, what a weird one to put back in. This is a weird This was such a weird, like, nobody uses this card. Nobody uses this card. I mean, maybe you'll see more once you start seeing more wizard stuff, but, like, your Visitronic is already Arcane Barrier 2. I don't understand. Don't entirely understand. Granted, I don't entirely remember what rares they maybe took out. So, Fate Foreseen, Razor, Reaping, Savage Feast. Yeah, there's a lot of surprises. I am shocked that Remembrance sitting there. Failure Zayla player. Should I wait a few weeks to buy Skullbone Crosswrap or shop it now? Don't care if it's black or white border. Honestly, shop it now. They're like $30. They're so cheap. And the thing that I'm worried about right now, so if you're buying cards looking for the white border specific, wait a little while. Just because, especially in the States, especially with English cards, these are so short printed because we don't need these singles that collectors might look and try to be like, there are fewer of these than there are black border versions. So these might have more value for a little bit. So just be very cautious. Token, Scar for Scar, Rune Blood Barrier. Good one to see. Happy to see that. All right. So I've got one of each. I've got 3 Majestics. Yeah, Timmy, I feel ya as far as these can probably be mapped. I don't like this algorithm. I do think, like, if you saw the Hometown TCG stream, like, I think that was pretty fluky, but that was scary to see 10 of the 12 Majestics copied 3 times in 3 boxes. That was terrifying. I haven't seen that too much elsewhere. I do think that for the pack distribution and how many Majestics you get, and them having 61 Majestics, like, you're gonna see a lot of Majestics. That makes me really sad that certain staple cards were left out. That also almost kind of makes me sad that we only had 61 Majestics. I kind of wish we had more. Mavrian, glad this was in. Life for a Life. I hope to see more of this played. Yeah, Dean, I don't see Skullbone. I don't see any legendaries really being too reduced in price from History Pack 1 right now, just because we're still in that phase of we know that the allocation for this product sucks. Nobody can get it. The white borders are technically kind of rarer than the black borders right now. Ooh, there's my crew. I told you always get 1 crew equipment. This is a good one to get. I'm happy I don't actually have Gambler's Gloves. The only one I ever opened was a foil version, and I sold it for like $70 back when they were $70. Mandible Claw. Here's another one I was really sad to see. Talk about a waste of a brute slot. You've got the left and the right, which I get is cute, but man, could you just like treated them as one? Like, could you have added an extra brute rare in this mix? One box got a Tunic, got a box from deck, got a Battle from Deck Edge, pulled another Tunic. Exact same Majestics were in that box. Yeah, duplication is just not good. I mean, I guess it depends on who you are, right? Like, most of us don't need these. So is it really the worst thing in the world that we see such duplication? Become the Arc Knights. So that is specialization number 3. I'm used to seeing 4 per box. This is also the first of 3 heroes or classes that I expect to see 2 rares for. Or 2 Majestics for. Like, I'm just... You have 427 cards. How do you screw up the algorithm so badly that you see this kind of duplication? I'm a little stumped. I am a little stumped. For the average type of person HP is supposed to be targeted for, do you expect them to just buy a couple packs of box or case? Oh, God. I hope that no new player should ever buy a case of this. So one of the things you think about as a point of entry... one of the things you think about as a new player, when you're marketing to a new player, is the point of entry, the cost of entry. And if that cost of entry is a $600 case, who wants to get in on that? Nobody. I don't even like it. I don't even like trying to force feed them a $140 box. That's why we're doing this experiment to see if you actually get value out of this. Because God forbid you send somebody History Pack 1, they spend $140 on it, and they can't build a deck. Because there's just not enough. The common distribution is bad, and there's a rare distribution is bad. Not to say there's going to be a tier 1 deck. There's no box you can ever buy that's going to give you a tier 1 deck in one box. But it would suck that you just don't get enough to even like do pitch values and actually like really enjoy the true deck building experience of the game, because you don't have enough of it. So that's what this test is. That's what you were testing today. Also should be noted that I got 5 Majestics. I'm okay on Majestics in my 12 count. So if you're joining late, for those of you who are joining late, 10 packs. First three cards in the pack are Welcome to Wraith classes. Second 3 are Arcane Rising. The next 2 are a combination of equipment, generics, or tokens. Got Bolters, Slogism. And then Rare, Rare Plus, Rare. That's your order. All right. Boom. We keep rolling. But yeah, if I were to give this out, here's the thing to remember is that... I'll get to that question in a sec. If I'm a new player and I go to somebody... Spinal Crush. If I go to somebody, what is going to get them into the game? Chances are it's going to be an event or it's going to be some player. And from that, you're probably looking at, well, everyone is playing Uprising, Tales of Aria Monarch. And these become truly supplemental. Because even if you were to go and say, you should buy a box of History Pack 1, they're going to be surprised when they start seeing your Lexies and your Chains and all of that. And chances are they're going to want to be a part of that. So I would rather them buy like a box of the new stuff. And then if they really love this game, you say, get History Pack 1. Or what you do is you bring them to Learn to Play events, or you get them involved in, the like limiteds or whatever with this stuff that's currently out that people are playing. And then you use these as prize support. That's how I would use this product. Not to say it's a bad thing if like somebody really wants to get into the game and they're like, I just want to jump in. Sonic Boom. So that's specialization number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I said these have been tracked to kind of 4 specializations per box. Also, second class with 2 Majestics. We'll pair those up. So as it stands, I am still waiting on 2 generics. We haven't even seen a generic Majestic yet. So 2 generic Majestics and then one more other, what in the world am I trying to say? Majestic. That could be anything. Duplication doesn't really matter much. I don't know. That one I'm not sure of, to be honest. I think that's one of those, like, jury's going to be out on it. Breakneck. Jury's going to be out on it. I will say that duplication will suck if these prices, like, go up or they stay the same as Black Border. Which I can't imagine. Like, you've just injected a lot of high-tier Majestics into the economy. They better not stay the same price. And if they do stay the same price, somebody is manipulating the market. Just period. There's no other way that happens. Helm Visons. Yeah, I like these as Learn to Play packs. You can even go further, because one of the things I used to do for my Learn to Play events was I would take my bulk rares, and I would say, come to a Learn to Play event for free, and if you bought anything Flesh and Blood related from the store, I will give you a rare pack for free. Now what I can say is if you buy anything Flesh and Blood related, I can throw in history packs or something to new players. Like, I don't want to give them out for just showing up. I want to get you, a good way to bring people in is to get them some kind of monetary investment. Even a little one. is a good way to go. Also, if you get him like deck building investments, that's why I like my that's why I like the commoner decks that I have in the Learn to Play kit. They are bad, like comparatively, they're bad, but they're easy to find the flaws. So I want people to find those flaws and come back and be like, I know how to fix this deck, because now they're invested in the deck building experience. Just showing up and playing a game is not a good enough way to get somebody actually invested in trying this again and coming back. It's not. Because the next step is they need to start participating in events. Well, if all they did was play the game once and then walked away, they know that they're going to be walking into people who know how to play this game. Hey, that's a good one. That's a good generic. Fan of that. But yeah, the next step for a new player is to go to an event and they're not ready for it and they haven't really been exposed to the deck building elements or anything like that, and they're not inspired at all, they're not going to show up again. Maybe on a whim, but they know they're going to be at a disadvantage, and you're going to basically have to start from scratch from an intimidation standpoint. All right, we keep rolling. I don't... These I'm like, why? Robo-Rapture. Crazy Brew, there's our second generic. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I've got 3 more Majestics to go. I don't know why my count was so off. All right, so there's my 2 generics. I'm going to move these tokens out of the way. 2 generics. There's my crew. I've got 3 more Majestics. One of them will probably be a mech or a guardian, and the other 2 could be anything, including a legendary. And if that's the case, this box is tracked the same way that I've seen most others, as far as Majestics go, the Majestic counts. I don't like my brute. This is a small stack compared to the others. That scares me. Worries me a lot. Nothings. Wraith. Arc. Generic. High-speed impact, Blessing of Deliverance. Getting a couple more viewers in, so hi everybody, thanks for joining. This is just a little bit of a chill stream. We're actually going to sort these afterwards, and we're going to see if we can actually get decks out of it. So like I said, as I said at the beginning, for many who are watching, the goal here is, can I actually sell a new player a box of History Pack 1, they spend $140 or whatever, and they actually walk away with the ability to build decks from just this box. That's what I want to find out. Because when you have 427 cards in your set, I worry about that distribution. Like maybe they can slam together whatever cards they got, but they might not be able to participate in like the pitch, and process, having multiple pitches of a card, of the same card, and trying to bring that in, and like, can you actually get a flesh and blood deck building experience out of one box of History Pack? Copper. Reckless Swing. Okay. Copper as a token. Alright, so that's our first brute. So, bet ya, one of the last 2 Majestics are going to be one of these classes. Thanks, your Bittering Thorns isn't so bad. First card I see. Nice, thanks. I mean, it's a good card. It is a good card. Ridge Rider, Whisper, Hearten, Crippling Crush. Boom! There's that. Told you. Oops. Your equipment. Your rares. Alright. Boom. 5 specializations. Like I said, if anybody says like the EV for specializations is not going to tank like a rock, they're lying to you. They're gonna tank like a rock. Looks like what, 2 to go? 1 to go. 1 more Majestic, 5 packs, and then we're gonna sort. The Dash Learn to Play deck, if it's from my list, is especially bad. But it's also a really good, like, I need to take out the generics. Helm of Eyes and Speak, Singing Steel Blade. So that's, man, I got 4 packs that I'm not expecting anything in. If not, this will be the first 15 box. I can't feel bad about that, and I didn't actually have a thing of Gambler's Gloves. So there's my Majestics. No Lego, that's okay. That is okay. Pummels. Scar. Mandibles. Let's crack through this as quick as we can. Some people like that hey, finally, yay. I'll take that, actually. I'm going to put her off to the side, because that's important to me. I've had people comment on my ability to snap cards, because I just like to snap cards, which is basically grab it from the corner, take this finger, take, what is it, the ring finger, and just kind of pull it off, just like flick it off. So, flick. Take it, get snapped. Null Rune, Breakneck. All right, 1 pack to go. Shouldn't be anything in here. But then we're going to take these specifically and sort them. What's up, Jim? Yeah, no L. I'm not going to get one. I've got my 12. I have my 12. But everything else tracked exactly as I expected. I got 3 classes that got 2 Majestics. I got 2 generics. I got 1 crew Majestic, and the other 3 are random. Just random out in the world. And then at least 4 specializations. In this case, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5. 5. So that is what I have notoriously seen across boxes. Boom. Barkbone, Spindle. Okay. So I'm going to move the generics out of the way. I'm going to move the rares out of the way. Now here's the real fun part. Here's the real question. Now that we've opened this, we'll see how many people drop. Can we build decks? We're not going to worry about the rares or the Majestics. We're just going to look at the common distribution. Can I get enough commons that are, like, tolerable for a deck that I can say, maybe they are supplemented by the rares and whatnot. So let's just put these off to the side. Oops. So I got them sorted by class. I'm just going to start by sorting by card, and then I'm going to sort by, we'll sort by pitch from there. I'm going to do all of these because I definitely have some stacks that are not the same. Like this is short, couple cards. So we'll see what kind of a difference that makes, really. All right, so Choke Slam, Cartilage, Crush, Debilitate, Choke Slam, Crush. Thankfully, these aren't terribly hard. Crush. So we're gonna see Emerging Dominance. I like seeing the auras. I was really sad actually to not see Emerging Power. I always liked Emerging Power. It was also a really good way to kind of explain how Bravo worked, because Emerging Dominance is just another way to use Bravo's effect. I was like, I would rather do like the power. There's no power gain in these cards. Cartilage Crush. Oh my gosh, that was difficult. Stonewall, Emerging. Okay, so we've got 4, 5. I like seeing 5. So we've got 9, 12, 15, 25. It's not bad. The other thing I'm noticing, as you look through, you guys will probably be able to see all this stuff as well. I've got, let's bring these down so you can see them, get them in frame. Not sure if you can see the pitch values. But I've got 2 reds, 2 blues, 1, 2, 2, 2, 0, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. So I don't have any 3 pitch. Alright, sorry, I don't have any 3 card pitch names. I've got 25 cards. This is about a sweet spot. I don't mind that. Now, granted, I'm not going to be able to, if everybody's 25 and 30, I'm not going to have enough, like, generics and rares to get through it all, and I'm not going to try to build these decks. I just want to see the common sort. The other thing I'm going to notice, let's see. Welcome to Wraith, welcome to Wraith. Welcome to Wraith. Welcome to Wraith. Crucible. Welcome to Wraith distribution. Crucible distribution. Boom. This also kind of trends. So not like a mind-blowing deck, but you can get a deck started, and you've got enough cards that you would be able to like play around with different pitches and whatnot. So I'm gonna say Bravo's like, okay, I can build a deck with Bravo. 1 for 1. Ninja, I got a lot of cards, so this should be pretty easy. Oh, actually, no, that's the problem. That's the thing with Ninja. You're gonna get more cards because you've got Ira's Suite. Because you've got the Whirling Mistblossom, of which I got exactly 2. It's definitely... I'm glad I didn't get 3 of this. You will never need 3 Whirling Mistblossoms, unless you're playing Shiana UPF, which you should. The end. That's all I have. Soul Bead. So there's the Crew Suite. There's Ira's Crew Suite. Leg Tap, Bittering, Surging, Torrents. Is there no... Is the whole headline just gone? I'm gonna move that off. Is that what I'm seeing? Is that what I'm getting from this? Rising Knee Thrust, Salt the Wound. Geez, all of the crew. Surging Strike. So here's the Surging Strike Whelming Gust Lave line. Here's the Leg Tap. Oops, that's a rare. You don't belong there. Torrent to Tempo. Whelming Gust Wave. Surging Strike. I did not plan this very well. I apologize. I just got too many cards on this thing. Soul Beat Strike. Another rare. Didn't mean to do that. Surging. Torrent. Rising. So yeah, the headline is gone. No head jab. Open the center. That's just not a thing. That's just not a thing. But let's see what we've got. So we've got... First off, we've got 3, 7, 11, 16, 19, 23, 24, 26. 26 Ninja only cards, 28 Ira. That's a good number. All things considered, though, like I got a decent amount of Rising Knee Thrust, decent amount of Leg Tap. I think this is okay. You can build a deck from this. Again, it's not stellar. It's not going to be mind-blowing. Once again, this is, History Pack is very clear. It seems like they are, you're building Blitz decks from this. Once again, no 3-pitch card name. Like, I don't have 3 of the same pitch card name combo. Everything stops at 2. Stops at 2. Stops at 2. 1. You're not a rare, are you? 1 Salt the Wound. Thanks. Whoever that was for. Soul Beam, Torrent, and Tempo. Yeah, again, you can build a deck off of this. No issues here. Not mind-blowing. It is nice to see, at least you get a few of these. You can do a couple of these lines. This isn't so askew. This is silly. I don't know what the heck that's there for. And then, yeah, if I got the Ira, I've got 2. So, again, once again, we're in... You can sort of build a Ninja deck. Actually, while we're here... Though this one's weird. That's kind of even. I wonder if Ninja's going to be the only one, just because there's so many extra Ninja cards. Crew, welcome to Wraith. We just saw the lists. The actual full list for History Pack, so I don't think anybody has done the what's missing yet. I know we can talk about it, because I'm sad to see things like Rapid Fire gone. I'm shocked that Remembrance isn't a thing. I'm very shocked that Remembrance isn't a thing. Glad to see Sleep Darts. Sleep Darts are clutch. Sleep Darts are how you deal with Chain before you start hitting the red in the ledger. You've seen a list somewhere. Honestly, Gruder, it's on the website. You just go to the website now. Sleep Darts, Headshot, Sick'em Shots. I'm seeing similar things. Oops, salvage. So I guess the rule is, if somebody wants to play CC, they're going to need more than one box. This is very much blitz. Like, this is convenience. This is a little too convenient. 6 salvage shots. 2, 2, 2. 2, 2, 2. Boom. Do we have any other 6s? No. I got 5. Headshot. 1, 2, 2. No 3. You know, I don't have 3 of a card. You can definitely build a deck with this. So, I think, like, I'm more confident. Now that I'm like seeing it again, I'm more confident that you can send somebody to HP 1 and they can build decks. It's going to be blitz decks, but it'll get them started. And again, won't be tier 1. I've opened enough normal product to know that, you know, this distribution is kind of normal even for unlimited. Interesting to note. Crew, welcome to Wraith. I think this helps. This helps a lot. The skewing to Welcome to Wraith, so much more. That was one of my big concerns, seeing 427 cards. Of like, oh god, you can't evenly split. I'm glad that I'm not seeing that many crew, and I'm seeing a majority of something else. I'm not going to say fishy. It's not fishy. That was my worry, though. Was, man, if you're just going to try to vomit singles and you don't think about, can somebody actually build a deck with this? I was actually worried that they weren't going to think about people actually wanting to build a deck. That does not seem to be the case. There is some actual care, at least in the commons algorithm. And I might say the Majestics algorithm. Duplication aside, duplication isn't necessarily a bad algorithm. It's just shitty execution of maybe one that was supposed to be better. Hit and run. Keanu leaves. Rawr. If you guys, the Keanu Reeves challenge was a lot of fun yesterday. Okay, so I got another 6. 2, 2, 2. That's too convenient. That's very intentional. We'll see if I get another driving blade. Another 6. Should be 2, 2, and 2. I'll check that in a sec. Circle Foresight. So yeah. Driving blade. 2 reds, 2 yellows, 2 blues. Very intentional. Out for blood I got 6 of as well. 2, 2, and 2. So yeah. I can confidently say, seeing this now number of times, that at least they took care with the algorithm to make sure that, you know, you could build blitz decks and not more. They didn't burn precious card space to throw like a third copy of something that you wouldn't be able to use in the format you would likely start with. That's comforting. Once again, looks like 6 commons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Yeah, you can absolutely build 4 for 4. I'd say 4 for 4. But we'll let ourselves just keep getting surprised, right? It also looked like they were very specific on which crew ones they brought in. Like, this was very intentional. I don't know if it was like built off of data or anything like that. Like if they said, here's what people are playing. But yeah, from a commons perspective, I know that there were a lot of people who were looking at this product and saying, I don't know who it's for. I was on that list. You're aware. I think I'm pulling back on that a little bit. I think I'm willing to say my initial thoughts on that were wrong. Now that I'm seeing a better common distribution. Friends splitting a box by 4 to play some blitz will lead everyone to be able to choose 2 heroes. Essentially, yeah. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 41. 41 split across 8. So that this would essentially be maybe 5 per hero. I've seen about 25 to 30. So yeah, you could probably supplement and get there's naturally going to be 5 rares in here. So the last question is, are these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2. Each person gets 5. That's 4, and then maybe their class specific gear, and then 3 others. It's not bad. You can maybe pull off 8 decks. Again, they're gonna suck, but this also looks good though. Like, I think you can get 8 decks out of this. Looking at it. We'll see if the wife gets some before I finish this. I might sort out these guys. That'll be a fun experiment. We'll sort the rares just by class. I'm not going to worry about how many of one did I get. And we're going to see if that's a skew. Or if that is also kind of conveniently level. Yeah, all the welcome to Wraith, and then crew. So they really picked their crew wisely. Ninja, I mean, I think they just brought in a bunch of ninja just because you get an extra hero out of it. You get Ira. Whole new playstyle for very little extra. That's not bad. Max Velocity, yeah. Gritter, let's see. Max Velocity, Rapid Fire, Ninth Blade. I'm glad Ninth Blade's not in there. Pursuit of Knowledge made me sad. Chains of Eminence, Rusted Relic, Arc Smash, Stamp Authority, Unified Decree. Meganetic Shockwave, Absorption Dome, Poison the Tips, makes me sad. Rattlebones, Gaze the Ages, Aether Eyes. Snag also makes me sad. Bonehead Barrier, Cranial Crush, Forge 4, Hurricane Technique, Pounding Gale. It's weird that Hurricane Technique and Pounding Gale are out, given you've got the Leg Suite. Well, actually, you don't need Pounding Gale. You don't need Pounding Gale at all, because you don't have the arm. You don't have Head Jab or anything like that in here. But Hurricane Kick. I would have put in Hurricane Kick. I don't know what I would have taken out. I didn't actually get any ninja. Whatever. I think Hurricane Technique would have been a good one to have in there. That way, give people like a real opportunity to see that. A 3 attack line go off. I think that'd be fun. Meet and greets. Blood spell. There's 6. Should be 2, 2, and 2. 2 reds. 2 yellows, 2 blues. Yep. Very, very intentional. Sup, Don? We are, we're sorting to see if we can actually get decks out of a box of History Pack 1. I'll show the spice off here after I sort the Rune Blade. My current thought is that you absolutely could. Like somebody mentioned, if 4 people split up a box, they split the cost of a box, I think you can get 8 decks out of it. You can definitely get 4. And then like rotate around like the generics and whatnot between a couple of decks. The distribution of commons is very intentional. So like I got, this has happened multiple times where I got 6 of a card and it's split by pitch 2, 2, and 2. That's intentional. I doubt I will ever see a box that has 3 of these. That has 3 red, 3 yellow, 3 blue. There's elements that I don't mind being mapped. I don't know how I feel about the Majestics being mapped, like especially with the concerns about duplication. But I guess that then gets into the question of, well, who the heck is this for? Like, if this really is for new players getting into the game, like, is the duplication really a bad thing? Is only getting 1 Command and Conquer, and then, like, you want another one. I don't mind that they're mapped. I'd be curious to see what the secondary market does with these, especially if my concern is that, these are rarer than the black border cards, so these go up in value. I hope not. Yeah. So here's the spice. For those of you who missed it, we got ourselves, and these were mapped exactly how I expected as well. As far as what the distribution of Majestics were. So we got a Reckless Swing, Teklo Core, Specialization number 1. There's usually 4 per deck, or 4 per box. Sing Steel Blade, Gambler's Gloves. There's usually 1 crew equipment per box. I did get a dash. Boom. Old Dash. There you are. Crippling Crush and Spinal Crush. There are 3 heroes, 3 classes that will get 2 Majestics. That's the first one. 2 generics. I got a Crazy Brew. Got myself a CNC. Was really happy with that. There's my 2 generics. Wizard. Majestic 1, Majestic 2 for Wizard. Also Specialization. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the third class that got 2 Majestics as well was Runeblade, become the Arcanite and Runeblood Barrier, which actually need Runeblood Barriers. I'm happy to see those. So yeah, that's the spice. It's good spice. I'm happy with it. Speaking of Dash, let's see how Dash did. This is going to be interesting because we've got the items. So we'll see how that goes. Hyperdriver, we'll put that over there. Overloop, Optical, Combustible. 0 to 60, 0 to 60. Hyperdriver, Dissipation. I got all. I was amazed to get all 3. Honestly, I was really actually kind of shocked to see Optical. Throttle, Combustible, Optical. Let's see if I get a. Let's see if I get another Dissipation. See if that's tracked. Nope. Nope. That would have been cool. That would have been cool. 2, 3, 5, 10, 14, 18, 22, 26. In that sweet spot of 25 to 30. That's what I want. That's what I want. I can build a deck with this. 5, 2, 2, 1. I don't think I need to like keep counting these at this point. I'm pretty confident that I'm never gonna get 3 of a card. Never gonna get 3 of a card. It's always gonna be 2. Which is good. I'm happy with that. And I'm also very happy it's not like even distribution of stuff. Welcome to Wraith. Arcane Rising crew. Like, they picked their crew wisely. They didn't just vomit all the crew cards in here and you get a weird, stupid smattering of them. Except for maybe Ninja. So again, intentional, happy. Last pack. Our last hero. If anybody is curious what my ruling has become regarding banned cards, keep them in the Learn to Play decks. I've just decided, like, keep them in the Learn to Play decks. The only exception maybe is Ball Lightning, just because that is just a complicated nightmare to explain. But, like, I'll keep Snapback. That, and if you're a new player who's able to comprehend being able to rock out a Kano deck, you weren't new. You lied. I just don't want to rebuild the Learn to Play decks every time that there's a banned or restricted announcement. It's just a pain in the butt. And honestly, if you're new, I can get you playing with this. I don't necessarily want to start with, oh, here's a free deck, take out all of these. But don't do that. That's just crap. Just like, here, play with this, and then if you want to come back, just so you know, some of these are banned restricted, so you'll have to take those out. But I'm glad you got to play with them. Off you go. Snapbacks are good. I didn't alphabetize these because I just don't care. They're just going straight to Learn to Play decks. So I'm going to kind of analyze these, and I'm going to make translated Learn to Play decks for the foreign markets. That's going to be interesting. I haven't quite figured out how I want to handle the foreign markets yet. Since I know that these are going to be the only ones they get, so I can't leverage the other commons that were missed. Alright, so for fun, you know, since we've done this, let's just I'm not going to worry about these. This is just a little too picky. So I'm not going to worry about, like, sorting the generics. But let's see what equipment we got and see if there's a distribution of that. For starters. Specifically what I'm going to be looking for is, do I get an equal number of, like, head, chest, legs, arms? Let's do it this way. Specialized equipment. I'm going to move these out. Same location. Specialized equipment. Chest. Token. Like, the thing that we're not going to get are tokens, but I'm not worried about that. Pretty much any store will have enough fun tokens. More chess pieces. Class specific. That I don't like. I wish this was tracked. If you're going to track anything, track this. So I don't get doubles. So I can just build one of many things. So many chest pieces. Bullseye bracers. Hood. Legs. Class specific legs. Legs. Class specific. Class specific. Class specific. I'm missing, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need one more. Didn't get it. Who am I missing? Guardian, Ninja, Brute, Warrior, Ranger, Runeblade. So I'm missing... No, I got a Roboraptor. Boom, okay. So cool. We got all 8 specialized things. We got all 8 of them. That's good. I'd be curious if that tracks in a box. To at least get one of each specialized class-specific equipment. That makes me happy. This, maybe a little less. But that's okay. I'm gonna take that as enough of a victory. So we're going back to our, can I actually build 8 decks? I'm gonna go with sort of. Don't look too much at the equipment. Just because no matter what, there's not gonna be, this is all I got for heroes. Like, I can't even play those 3. So the equipment isn't killer. Alright. Let's quickly see how we get with these. Is this an even distribution? What's up, Bob? You kind of missed the fun part, but I'll go back and I'll recap these in a sec. What we're doing right now is we're going to split these up. We're going to split the rares up. I'm just going to do it by class. I'm not going to do it by name. Maybe I will. I don't know. Actually, I'm going to do this easier. Wraith, Arc, and then I'll break that down afterwards. Generics. I'll always just keep generics off to the side. Arc. Generics and equipment. Wraith. Token. Alright, I tried to do this all cute, and it didn't quite work. Generics. Arc. Generic. Arc. Generic. We're getting somewhere. Generic. I used to be better at this. Brute. Equipment. Brute. Alright. There we go. We've split up by set. Come back and split this up by class real quick. Brute, 2, 3. So remember, we got a sweet spot about 25 to 30 for each class. So what we're looking for is between generics and these, probably about 5 per class. I'm hoping that's like my dream, honestly. Which I don't think I hit. Didn't hit. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I don't know where these. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so these aren't equal. Rare sets aren't equal. Since we got this far, I guess those are all 3 different ones. Blackout Kicks, Rushing River Crane Dance. Breakneck, barraging, Savage Feast. We're still good on the, like, I'm not getting 3 of a card. That's good at least. Staunches, Disable, Blessing. Those are fine. One more time. Mech, Runeblade. Bop. Jeez, So many Runeblade cards. It's like they like Runeblade in this game or something. Not sure where we got that from. Yeah, so the rares are way askew. That's a little concerning to me as far as that split. I'm a little worried about that. Because this is kind of disgusting. This is kind of disgusting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 Runeblade rares. Vomit. Just vomit. Alright, so final thoughts before we wrap this thing up. These are fine as far as the common distribution. I like the common distribution. Like, this is a good distribution per class. About 25 to 30. You could definitely build when you mix that in with these things. Hello, the wife just got here. She's going to creep in with her fingernails as she does. That's Sam's fingers, everybody. Rar. So yeah, sweet spot of 25 to 30 per class, plus the generics. You could probably, plus the rares. You can probably get it. You can easily get decks out of these. They won't be spectacular, but that's not the point. For the first go, it's nice that you get equipment distribution, at least one of all the class equipment. So I think you can build 8 decks out of this. I think you could, honestly. When you start bringing in the rares and whatnot. Like I said, they're not going to be stellar, and there's probably some decks are naturally going to have more options than others. But again, that might not necessarily be the point. If 4 people pitched in on a box, I think you can get 8 decks. I really think you could get 8 decks. You're going to need to ask the store for tokens, but okay. So, all right, good things one more time, just so everybody can see this. Crippling Crush, Spinal Crush, Lesson in Lava, Sonic Boom, Runeblood, Become the Arknight. So there's my 3 Majestics that got that were 2 per class. Here's my 2 generics, Crazy Brew and a Wonderful CNC. Happy to see that. And then my random pile, Singing Steelblade, Reckless Swing, Techlicore, and a Gambler's Gloves that I actually needed. Was very happy to see that. So that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for joining. That's really all that I had. I was just going to sort through a box. I'm much more optimistic about the History Pack 1 than I thought now that I've sorted through it and seen another box sorted. I don't think it's nearly as garbage of a product as I thought. I don't think it's as garbage of a product as I thought it was, just because they very clearly paid attention to their algorithm in a way that I could buy a box and actually use it. That's what I was concerned about, seeing 427 cards in a pool where you only get 360 per box. So I'm cool with it. Naturally, throw your thoughts in the comments or reach out to me through here or on Twitter. I've been doing like way too much Twitter lately. So Joe_Senart's me. And yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. Sorry it wasn't like the fun spectacle where you can see my face and all that, but my computer kind of sucks. So thank you so much. Ducked in at just under an hour. Rawr. And cheers, everyone.